Who do we have?
We have Bob on line 7 who is having some real compulsion problems.
Bob.
Hi, David.
How you doing, Bob?
Well, I'm really kind of messed up right now.
How old are you?
I'm 55.
What's wrong?
Well, my wife and I have been married 35 years, and she believes I'm a sex addict because I like to go to these girly bars and pornography. I've been doing this for about 30 years, and she feels that it's time to either me quit doing it or it's time to separate. And I don't really feel I'm a sex addict. I feel I'm just a regular guy.
Well, you're a regular guy for you. Why has your wife put up with it for 30 years?
I don't know.
That interests me more than anything else about this. I mean, how does she feel about it? Do you fight about it?
Yes.
How often do you go to a sex bar?
Well, I haven't been to one in probably 6 or 7 months because of the threat, you know. And I don't want to lose my marriage.
Okay.
And so I just quit going, but she said she wants me to quit going because I want to go. But yet I still really want to go.
Is she willing to divorce you because you haven't stopped wanting to go?
Separate anyway. Or her go her way and me go my way.
Well, what do you think the reason behind this is?
Her feelings or mine?
Yours.
Mine? I don't have any idea.
You think you're just a regular guy?
Yeah, except I don't have sex with my wife at home very often.
Well, that's not a regular guy.
I guess not.
See, you're not a regular guy. If you were having regular sex with your wife, things would be different. Tell me about how you see your wife.
What do you mean, how I feel?
How you see your wife.
Oh, she's a real good person, and I love her. And
were you ever sexually interested in her?
Oh, sure.
Did it change?
Yeah.
When? He said sadly.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
But it did change.
Yeah.
When?
See, when we were married a long time, at first she didn't like sex, and now as we've gotten older, she likes it more than I do, and I don't have much sexual drive.
And when did it change?
I don't know exactly. Hers, I'd say, 8 months ago, something like that.
Her sexual drive increased 8 months ago.
Right.
About the time she started to get on you that she didn't want you to have any more of these external interests.
Right. She overheard a conversation between me and a friend of mine that's separated from his wife, and he's a couple of years older than me, and he was fooling around with some girl, but they were separated.
Okay, so she became anxious.
Yeah, I would say so.
So
yeah.
she started trying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to say to you is not going to be very happy.
Well, that's okay.
But you already know it. Your relationship has not been an open, close relationship.
Right.
Right. You admit that.
Yeah. Well, she tells me I'm not a close person. I never have been.
But the point is, neither is your wife.
I didn't know that.
Why would she have chosen you and put up with you for all this time? If she had needs that weren't going unfulfilled, surely she would have made a point of getting them filled somewhere else. Did you guys ever do couple therapy? Ever?
We tried it once in communications, and that didn't work because he said he couldn't help us.
What did he think was wrong?
But he didn't think we had any problems communicating.
That doesn't sound like he didn't think he could help you.
Well, that's what he said.
All right. I think there's a huge problem there.
And another one said, Tuesday we saw another psychologist, and he said that we were both so far away from coming to that he couldn't bring us together.
You want a divorce?
No.
Does your wife want a divorce?
If I don't quit, I think she wants us to separate, or at least her go her way.
Well, it's going to happen one way or the other. Either you're going to get better or you're not going to get better. But I think the problem is in the relationship. And the problem is with you opening up. I think you like the distance that you can have the involvement with all these fantasy objects. But I think what you really are missing in your life, you sound like a very lonely man.
Well, I'm pretty withdrawn.
Yeah, and you sound, if I may be permitted, a little depressed.
Oh, I'm a lot depressed.
And I think you need help. And I don't think it's a matter of just going to one counselor and saying, I can help you or I cannot help you. You need to get help for depression, and you need to do that as quickly as possible. Tell me, what do you think you're depressed about?
I don't know. I had kind of a screwed up child. I had a very screwed up childhood.
Tell me.
I was molested when
What?
I was about... Pardon me?
I didn't say it.
Oh, I was molested when I was about 14.
By
a male.
And?
A family member.
Who?
A family member.
Who?
My grandfather.
And how long did that go on?
Oh, that just was one time.
And your reaction to that?
I didn't like it.
But your feeling about yourself was what?
Well, really, I think I just blocked it out because I just admitted to her about a month ago. I never told anybody but her and you and millions of people on TV.
But that's the beginning of it, because you have some feelings about that, I'll bet, right?
Yeah, it's pretty hurtful, and it hurts a lot now.
Because it makes you feel what?
Dirty, and I feel guilty.
And therefore the objects that you are attaching yourself to are dirty objects.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Well, they're objects with whom you feel on a par. If you feel your wife is a good person, then having sex with her doesn't feel interesting because she makes you feel guilty. She's so good and you're so dirty.
See, because I don't know that was my first sexual experience. Can I say what it was on TV or not?
Sure.
Okay, he performed oral sex on me. And I don't... But he didn't force it, so is that molestation?
What do you mean he didn't force it?
He didn't coerce or make me do it.
You were curious.
No, I didn't want to do it. But I mean, he didn't... It wasn't an abusive thing, you know?
Well, abusive enough that the hurt has lasted all these years.
Yeah, because I loved him a lot.
I'm sure, and you didn't want to disappoint him or hurt him.
But I feel guilty because I feel like I could have said no and ran or whatever.
You have to work this out, pal. Because this is what everyone feels in that situation.
Killing me.
Well, I know, and for all these years I can feel it just starting to go to the surface now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the point is that a person in authority in your life can control you very powerfully with a word or a phrase. They don't need to force you. They just need to they just need to say, "Oh, come on, Bobby."
But he was a great guy. Everybody loved him.
I didn't say he wasn't.
No, I mean, you know.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, you got to work this out. Let me tell you something. You work this out, I think your relationship is savable. Because I think all the rest, the addiction, is an attempt to prove that you're all right, that you're not gay, that you're not bad. And I think you need some help with that. You stay on the line. We're going to get your referral.
But am I a sex addict?
No, you're an abused child who is trying to work out the feelings of your childhood by dealing with all these other fantasy objects, other people. And there are questions that your soul has been pushing forward all these years that you need to answer. Stay on. We're going to give you a referral because you really need help.
Thank you very much.
Okay, take